Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be the unwrapping of the Campfire Quads and the build for the Campfire Quads CF1-X, CF1-SX. The difference being one's a true X frame, one's a stretched X frame. I've actually got two sets of arms. We'll get to that in a minute. But basically, this is how it arrives on your doorstep. A lot of companies don't take the time nowadays to make their the packaging presentable, or unique, something that stands out, and Campfire Quads have definitely done that. So without further ado, let's get in it. It is like being at Christmas, like a homemade package from your grandma of cookies, something like that. Anyway, let's have a look, see what's in here. So the main body of the quad comes separately. Obviously, it won't package into this neat little package like that. Just won't fit. So let's see what else we've got. We've got what looks to be a battery pad, standoffs, flight control screws, some press nuts, other screws, a couple there that might be better suited to the mounting of a camera inside the body. We'll get to that later as well. And then the main package here has got the upper and lower frames, and then 5 arms. So this is the conventional X, and they actually send you a spare arm, which is a brilliant idea because I'm pretty sure I've busted at least one in the past on other quads, so that's a great idea. We'll open that up in a minute. And a set of instructions. These look like they are pretty well laid out. I mean, it's a very basic quad as far as the structure goes. It's not. Let's pop open a couple of items in here. Let's find this Sharpie. I'm guessing that's the bottom plate and the top plate. The bottom plate's got the battery straps in it. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 arms. And these over here are the stretched X. So these are the conventional X frame arms, and these are the stretched X ones. You can see side by side, a little bit longer as you'd expect, and with a slight twist in the arm to give it that stretched X form. And what I'll probably do is build as a stretched X first, on the basis that the wiring to the motors is going to be longer. 4 standoffs, which are a push fit into, you can't see this, which just go into the bottom of the nylon bodywork there, and then a mishmash of different screw lengths. The pack comes with several different 3mm hex-headed screws. These smaller ones hold the canopy onto the standoffs. These tiny little ones are for the camera, and then these long ones at the top here for holding the flight controller on a 30-30 stack. These shorter ones are on the outer holes. They actually hold the arms in place, but also provide the lower fixing for the standoffs and the bodywork. These 12mm ones are for if you're running a 20x20 micro stack. First thing we've got to do is to put these press nuts, you can probably just about see those, into the top plate. They are an interference fit, so they'll need to be either hammered in or pulled into place. So I think I'm going to pull them into place using a nut and another screw. Okay, so what we've got is a 6mm screw, which we just push through the top plate. We take the push nut here, add that onto the 6mm screw. Probably should have used a softer washer for this. But as you can probably see, it just pulls that press nut into place. There we go. That's the last of them. Glad to be done with that. Always seems to be little progress for a lot of effort. Get those out of the way. Now we can start seeing how this is going to come together. This is the bottom plate. So let's go ahead and put in the bolts they recommend. The tolerances on the carbon are a little bit tight, so you actually have to wind each of these into place. Okay, so we're using stretched X arms, so we have to make sure these go in the right way round, and that is the battery strap's going to go across left and right, so we're going to go that way. The way the arms are secured is quite good. It's one screw removal, so you have a slotted piece. Probably just see a slotted piece at the end. There's only one through bolt, which means as soon as you take that outer bolt out, you can remove the arm. It just slides straight out without having to undo the flight controller stack or anything like that. Stretch X. Looks stretched. Okay. We could